Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We finished, I think. It looks like there's not much left. Or like we've explored everything, rather. So we finished this dungeon. Let's head out.
Just say the word.
Okay.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Okay. Now my instinct tells me that he's not a good guy. Okay, so I get knocked out. Okay, this is weird. Okay, well, it seems that my other companion has also died. I kind of expected this to be sort of my first companion for the actual main game, I guess, but apparently not. You are on the right weapon set, right? Yeah, the rapier is just kind of attached to her belt now. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take all this stuff. I have earned a level. Click the icon on the portrait to level them up. Now, one thing to note is that the interface is really small, so I would highly recommend watching this on a fairly large screen in 1080p. By fairly large, I just mean, like, don't pick your phone, I guess, because it seems a bit iffy. So I have critical fatigue, which means I might want to rest. So first, I have a level up, so I have 6 points left. Unused points will carry to the next level, so I guess I can't save the points to use them whenever I want to, which is sometimes nice in RPGs. To say, okay, I don't know what I'll need my points on, so I'll just wait, and then I'll spend them, if I know what would be useful. Like, I might be standing around not knowing what to do, and then I'll reserve the points, and then at some point I come up to a lock, which needs lockpicking 6, and I only have lockpicking 5. So that might be a good moment to then, just up my lockpicking. But I obviously don't have that option. By the looks of it, this is only like a level up thing. Anyway, I think I do want to improve my stealth and mechanics as well. Okay. Athletics. I don't know if I want to increase anything else beyond this. I mean, lore and mechanics just apparently come up all the time, so I might as well get some points in those. Survival. I could get an accuracy bonus versus a certain creature type as a rest bonus. But, well, no, that I will already get this. I could also get increased consumable duration, but I don't know if that's relevant. So I'll actually reserve the remaining 2 points. Okay. Talents. I guess I can pick a talent. So I get plus 30% damage automatically. That seems to be, yeah, that's only for animal companions. Okay. Faithful companion. Giving my companion additional defense against being charmed, dominated, and confused. Which means, I guess they're less likely or harder to be turned against me. Resilient gives damage reduction. And apparently that also scales with level. Accurate wounding shot, giving my wounding shot increased accuracy. And Vicious Companion gives my pet more damage and a damage reduction bypass, so the enemy's damage reduction is reduced. Increased accuracy with ranged weapons. Bunch of weapon focus things. Working on S-Dogs and Warbows. Knight. See, just plus 6 accuracy. It's not too important for me at the moment. Okay, and the 200 thing only works with melee weapons. Okay. So I can't use that for my bow. Defensive. I'm just gonna go through these. Change the character in your defensive turn, increasing his engagement limit by 1. Okay. So this means I can basically hold 2 characters in engagement now, so I get an attack of opportunity if either of them leave my area of I don't know, my combat area, like moving away from me, whatever, you know what I mean. That doesn't seem very relevant. Snake's reflexes. Immediately get +10 reflex. I already have good reflex. Fortitude, will, shoot effect. Okay, utility. Oh, that's a lot. Fast runner, move speed, defense, disengaging. Shock, corrode, freeze. That doesn't seem very relevant. Binding. Okay, so I can heal myself without resting. And I can also heal targets with a field triage, but I think I want to go for marksman. Okay. After leveling a character up, you may want to review their statistics. Open the character sheet. Okay. So here we have our statistics. Yeah, not much has changed really. I can now pick some locks, get trap accuracy. I can apparently use level 0 scroll, whatever. I don't think it matters all that much. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. This is healthy. So, like in that cutscene thing where we, I don't know, had a vision or whatever when we were knocked out by the machine, it said we were in a place that looked old-timey, but not decayed, or I don't know how they phrased it, but I'm guessing we saw a vision of the past somehow. Like we saw architecture that was dated, old, but not weathered by time. So something time travel-y-ish, maybe? Oh, I can get vessel flesh from you. Yeah, these visions are not terribly nice because it's someone being burned or at least on a stake, not necessarily currently being burned. And the other thing was a person being tortured. Plenty of weirdness there. I also don't know what the vessel flesh does. There's a flower here as well. Another one. Pilgrim's crown. Springberry. Anything else? I don't think so. So now we can just leave. Okay, so we are here, I suppose, or are we in the Vale Wood? Yeah, so we want to go... I guess we can only go to the Vale Wood. It will take 6 hours, sure.
Ugh, must have cracked more skulls than I thought.
Okay, so I'm still critically fatigued. The question is, can I just rest wherever? Oh, racial accuracy bonus against... Well, I don't know what's going to happen here. So, pure damage reduction it is. Guessing I'm having some weird dreams. By the looks of it. Oh, we found some camping supplies. Nice. And the fatigue is gone, so now... mouse. Sorry. Like, the interface is quite small, so it can be difficult to make out what's actually going on. Someone's running away from us there, I think. River reed. There's a corpse here, but I can't loot it. Shits. Look around. A sign shattered pieces of craters strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. And there's a young wolf.
That's how it's done.
Having a wolf hide.
Just say the word.
That's still very loud when I select the party and she says, just say the word. It's very, very loud. Oh, a cave. Might as well check it out. Sure, let's just attack the bear.
Mine!
It's bigger than my bear.
This fight is mine!
Oh, my bear is down. No, I don't think I'm gonna win this. I guess we'll see what happens when we die now. Okay. Fine. Luckily we get autosaves.
Yeah?
Okay, so that tells me we shouldn't be going up against that bear.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
Fine. Just load the autosave again. Okay, so that bear a little beyond me at this point.
Just say the word.
Bye-bye. So yeah.
Can do.
Don't think I have much in the way of tactics at this point. That would enable me to somehow gain an edge in that fight. I only have one character who really can't do all that much.
Death to our enemies! You're mine! Death to our enemies!
Okay.
Just say the word.
And we get... Well, I guess we get a rock, mostly.
Not a problem.
And here we have a corpse. Water staff, padded cap. I guess copper coins.
Just say the word.
Apparently these guys built their huts from a dragon skull.
Leave it
Now
to
they're all
me.
dead. That's what they get for attacking me. It's possible that if I hadn't attacked the guy in the cave at the tutorial level, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But yeah, if he didn't want me to attack him, he shouldn't have existed. Grass the fat man, the wagon's wheels. Okay, so I guess there was a wagon here that was attacked. Get another hunting bow. Camping supplies. We have plenty of those now. Well, 3 out of 4. don't think I want to leave, because it looks like that's just another way back to the place we've just been to. So maybe this is where we want to head. Hey, nonsense.
Well met, friend.
On your way south, is it? I think yes. Let's ask him what his hurry is. We know where he found the bear, but let's ask him anyway. He just told us what happened to him. Are you? Right.
Just
Fair
say the
enough.
word. Can do.
South to Gilded Vale. Okay, so we can go to Gilded Vale now. It takes 8 hours, but that's fine.
Just say the word.
There are 2 people up there. But we get a cutscene first. Oh, this looks merry.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Yeah, no wonder this place looks half empty.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever
Yeah, I don't think
conceived a
this is a good
Hollowborn
place.
child?
What are you talking about? I don't know what a Hollowborn child is.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I don't think I want to talk to him about strange rituals. He might be a little off. But we can ask about Hollowborn and Wheatman's legacy. Okay, children born without souls. How do you tell? Just wondering. Okay, so basically you can tell because they're not lively. I thought it was going to be some sort of thing where they just say that child's Hollowborn, so we're gonna have to kill it. Just to have an excuse, I guess. Do I have to ask these questions? Doesn't seem to be an option. Okay, let's talk about the ritual. Just as they finished, there was a Yeah, I've been seeing strange ever since then. Could someone help me? Like, there's no leave option, so I'm guessing I have to go through these.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Okay, so it does seem a little hit and miss which lines are voice acted again, which means I'll probably have to be quiet during the dialogues again. It's yeah, a bit annoying.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
This is... yeah, what happened? So that affects the offer to new settlers? Okay. I don't think it would be a good idea to threaten him straight away. But he said I could loot the corpse here. Okay. Just want to look at the tree thing. And that's the town. Right, lots of places to explore here. Okay, so I can enter houses, but I get a loading screen. It's a bit weird. But you guys have names. I don't know what these is. I guess this is stealing. What? Something about a soul? You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. Reach out for the soul. You see a crowd. Again, pause if you want to read this. I'm gonna read it for myself. guess I saw something weird there. Same with the other lady. Oh. Okay, so I get some background story, I guess? Seeing an event from their past, maybe? Okay, it's weird. Can I also talk to these people? Do I just get the random? No, I don't want to steal. But okay, that at least means this symbol is stealing. Which I don't want to do. But I can't talk to these guys, I just get the weird effect when I approach them. Okay. So 2 wizards who are attacked, and then something about 2 thieves who I guess killed a woman. Okay, that was a ghost walking away from me, weirdly. Who are you? Okay, can't I just talk to people? Fine. So some guy whose father was killed. And this appears to be one of those godlike fire people. Wait, is there anyone who I can just talk to? Or do I just get this weird thing happening all the time? Just get the weird thing happening, so... I mean, with the normal villagers, I get conversations, but all of the others I just get weirdness. Okay, let's try the smithery. See if we can sell some stuff, maybe? What do you have here? Okay, show me what you have for sale. Right. I think I might want to sell to him. Can I just shift click or something to automatically? No, I just normal left click to sell. So I don't think I need this many pieces of junk, basically. Most of this isn't very valuable anyway. I'm just gonna get rid of all this. And in the party we have scale armor. Probably want to keep this. Battle axe. Maybe want to keep it. Guess I can sell a torch and all of this leather armor. I also don't like crossbows in general, so let's get rid of that. Well, fight. Sure. Yeah, I think I'll keep the rest. But okay, so anything valuable, I guess, is just going to anything useful rather is going to be very expensive. So he sells a lance that is pretty good. Okay, I obviously don't have the cash for any of this, but just wanted to get an idea of what's for sale. I might want a warbow. Guessing it's going to be better than a hunting bow. Outworn buckler. Property is Herald. What does Herald say? Only usable with Paladin. Okay, well that's not relevant then. Okay. Not too worried about any of this. I think I want to buy a rope and grappling hook and a pry bar. Those might come in handy for like those event things. Like when I use the water skin to clear the face, and then I could put in the gemstone. So I think these two items will similarly, like there might be a cliff on top of which is an item which I can only get to if I have this rope and grappling hook kind of thing. Maybe. Anyway, let's trade. And be done with it. Apparently it's not stealing. Okay, that's stealing. That's stealing. That's stealing. That's not stealing. Sure. Do I maybe want to talk to these people? Sure. Okay, just more reaching out for the soul. Okay. So those are interesting little, I guess, events or something? Don't know. It's a bit weird. I think we need medical attention. But you guys will just be the same. At least I could talk to the blacksmith. Anyway, I think it's been long enough. I'll find a cure for my random disease or whatever's happened to me next time. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.